John, what is your view of the London capital and financial market, and what can it offer to Russian mining companies?
Well, first of all, it's still functioning. Companies are still raising equity capital. We've had Russian companies like Global Trans raise 500 million first in the early part of the year, and then did another sell down of 200 million, showing that the capital is still there for the right kind of stories. We've had Megaphone raise 1.7 million. In terms of mining, the interest has never waned in mining stories. There's still a great amount of expertise in London, a great level of understanding in the opportunities for investing in the Russian mining space. And so for the right type of opportunities, the money's there.
Could you comment on the statement that there is a lack of money at international capital markets, and it is only possible to attract finance from private investment sector? What is your point of view?
I disagree. I think if you have good quality management and a good asset, you can always raise money even in the most difficult of circumstances. We've seen that time and time again. We also see situations where companies who are already listed are able to access and tap the capital markets because they're already a known entity. But again, it's the same story. Good asset, good management, you'll be able to get capital.
How hard it is to get money for junior and intermediate mining companies from European capital markets? Could you compare situations when we talk about Russian mining companies and mining projects from other parts of the world?
Again, I hate to belabor the same point, but it all boils down to good management. If you have a good management team that's able to sell the story, then even if it's a junior story, you can sell it. And just to give you an example, there's a company not in Russia, but it has assets in Indonesia, another very interesting emerging market. That company had posted several years of consecutive losses while being a public company, while being traded on AIM. It was still able to raise about 115 million sterling while on market, despite posting losses in successive years. It was able to raise money in many cases from the same investors who believed in the story. They believed in what they were being told by their management team. So it was an interesting asset. But without a capable management team able to tell the story effectively, that company probably would have had difficulty continuing to raise capital. So it's really, so much of it is about capable management being able to tell a story effectively.
John, the Russian Gold Mining Union is proposing to create a specialized mining exchange platform which provides Russian capital to finance the small and mid-sized exploration companies. Similar exchange has been successfully operating in Canada and in the UK. Does this idea have a merit, and what needs to be done to make it work?
Well, I think it does have merit. I mean, currently we're looking at Mongolia right now, where the London Stock Exchange has a management contract for Mongolia. And they're looking at the same thing. And interestingly enough, Canada is also a model for the Mongolians. So people have seen what a country the size of Canada, with its population, what they have been able to do with their capital markets to mobilize it. And it really is tremendous. If you can mobilize that domestic capital and combine that with a very large natural resource base, you have something. And that's what we see in Russia as well, so why not?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.